Welcome back, y'all. It's been quite a while, 2 years to be exact. So a little channel update. The 3 valve is gone. I sold that 2 years ago, hence why all the videos stopped. And then I bought a Chevy Silverado. So that's why the videos stopped, is I started a family and we needed something that was more suitable for a family than a manual Mustang in a very cold Midwestern state. So I got rid of it. And then about a year ago, I came into possession of this. This is the new focus of the channel. I'm going to give a little info about the bike and then some of the plans for it and the direction I want my YouTube channel to head in starting now. So it was Mustang content, as all of my 11 subscribers know. Shout out to you guys. But that really wasn't feasible anymore because I wasn't able to have a daily driver and the car. I'm just not capable of that right now. So I came into possession of this about a year ago from one of my friends, and I paid the high price of $11.80, or I bought him lunch from Burger King, and he gave me this because he had too many bikes and wanted to clear space in his garage for something new. This motorcycle did not have a title. I'm in the process of getting it registered right now. We're at the final step. And the reason I waited so long to make videos about this bike is I was trying to get it running well enough to consistently shoot content and get it road legal. So this is a 1984 XT250. It's the predecessor to the XT350. They made this variant of the XT250 for 1 year only, and it's 1984. This bike is a weird mashup of the XT350 and the XT250. It has the weird XT350 dual carburetor setup, where they kind of had a weird Yamaha-esque idea of how to make a 3-jet carburetor. So instead of putting 3 jets in one carburetor, they made 2 interconnected carburetors, but it's still technically one carburetor. It's weird. If you're interested in knowing how it works, Regular Car Reviews has a really good video on the XT350 where he explains that carburetor system in depth, a lot better than I ever could. So the plans for this bike going forward are, like I said, I finally got it running. I'll put some clips of it running in the video, probably towards the end, just where it's at right now. So I spent about a year, about 6 months, messing with the carburetor, trying to get it to go. I rebuilt it quite a few times, and then finally I figured out the right combination of jets, got better than just the Chinese eBay stuff. Parts for this bike are really hard to come by because it was made for 1 year, so everything was just kind of weird. And then I've been doing little things along, like I put the new fork guards on. It had the original red fork guards from 1984, and they were sweet. They don't make new ones in this size, but I'm pretty sure under those fork guards there's also the original fork oil from 1984, so that's definitely going to be a video changing fork seals. And really my goal with this motorcycle is to get it like a resto mod would be the car equivalency. So maybe not exactly how it looked in 1984. It's never going to look like that again, but close to that with my own personal spin on it. I think that would be a really cool thing to do with this motorcycle, and I'm planning on doing quite a bit to it, and I want to document would be the better word. I'd like to document the journey so I can look back and you guys can watch along as I work on this motorcycle and get it back to where it should be. There's a lot of maintenance that's going to be done, and I would like to have videos of it so other people know how to work on these motorcycles if somebody else for some reason buys a 1984 XT250. I don't recommend it, but if you do, there'll be videos to help guide you, because right now there's not a ton of guidance for me. The only real guidance I have is the Haynes manual. I don't think it's Kilmer, something like that. I have that, and it's the 1984 supplement, and it's about 20 pages in length, and that's all I have to go off for this motorcycle. The Facebook groups for the XT250 are more focused on the 80 to 83, and the 350 guys don't really know this exists. So I'm kind of on my own little world with this motorcycle, and I'm going to be figuring out a lot of stuff a lot of ways to fix things, a lot of DIY stuff on this motorcycle. And I'm really, really looking forward to documenting this journey with you guys. And I just can't wait to really get into this motorcycle and get it to where my vision of it is. I'm gonna put a picture of how it was supposed to look right here. That's how it looked, and that's how it looks now. Something I'm really excited for is getting the side panels, the number plates. They're only made by one guy in Greece, and they're made of fiberglass, not plastic, and you have to drill them out yourself. So I'm really looking forward to doing that on this channel. That's something I'm really excited to do, that and tearing into these forks and figuring out how they work, because the manual I bought, the Haynes manual, it just says that it's recommended you take it to a Yamaha service technician. I doubt many of them know how to work on an 84X250 anymore, so rather than pay them to figure it out, I'll figure it out myself. It can't be that hard. I've ridden motorcycles my entire life, and a lot of that time was spent on Yamahas. That's why I am putting the time into this motorcycle. That, and I think it deserves it, right? This motorcycle hasn't been registered at least since 2008. To my knowledge, that's the last sticker that's on the fork, and when I ran the VIN, I only showed up once in 2003 in the state of Washington. It's pretty cool. On the other side, there's an original 1986 registration sticker from the state of Washington. So I guess around 2003, 2004, it left that, and I'm assuming that's the last time somebody really kind of slightly cared about this motorcycle was in 2004. So it's been 20 years, the motorcycle's 40 years old, and I'm assuming for half of its life it's been neglected, and I'd really like to rectify that and get it to a spot where I think it deserves to be. But other than that, a lot of the motorcycle is still good. The engine's still pretty strong. It's missing a lot of pieces. The electrical system, surprisingly, everything works except the turn signal's flat. The turn signals do not flash, so we're going to be looking into that, maybe putting a flasher in ourselves. I don't really know if they're supposed to. Like I said, I can't find a ton of information about the 1984 XT250 because it's such a rare motorcycle. There weren't that many of them made, and it's not rare for a good reason. It's rare because nobody bought them. And this is also not the most powerful motorcycle in the world. We might be looking into swapping the engine with a 350 or maybe the older XT250 engine. This one in 1984 made 17 horsepower at the crank due to the CAFE standards. So we're gonna look into how to address that, because I don't know if 17 horsepower is gonna work for us, but we'll see where we end up. I'd like to get it, the rest of the bike where it should be before I start trying to make it go faster. But yeah, I have brakes on order. They should be here at the end of this week, so look out for a brake change video. We're gonna dig into these old, weird 80s drum brakes. I've never messed with drum brakes, so it's gonna be a learning experience for me, and I'd like to document that and show you guys. And then after that, I should be moving about 2 weeks after that to another state. And once I get settled in at the new house, I'm gonna be ordering quite a bit for this motorcycle, and then we'll be digging into the forks and figuring that out, probably rebuilding the shock, doing some wheel bearings, and we really have to change the tires because the front tire is a IRC Vulcanduro, and the rear tire is a Chain Chin tire. I've never heard of either of those brands, so I'm probably gonna throw some Kendas or some Dunlops or a good reputable dual sport tire on it, because I will be riding this motorcycle on the street, and I don't know that I want, the eBay special tires being the only connection between me and the road or me and the dirt. So I'm gonna do that. Then we're gonna do some cosmetic stuff to it. There's a dent on the other side of the tank. I'd like to get this professionally repainted, but I really don't want to lose the stickers. I don't want to lose these. They don't make them anymore, and they're in great shape. So I'm gonna have to go back and forth on that before I actually decide to do that. And then I'm probably gonna paint this myself and find the original red sticker for it. This bike's gonna get a lot of love, and I'm gonna try to do it for as a reasonable amount of money as possible. This isn't gonna be one of those like super trick, you know, like motorsport builds or one of the Racer X builds. It's not gonna be one of those. It's gonna be, you know, a regular person bringing this motorcycle back from the dead. And I think it's pretty cool because I don't have unlimited money to dump into this bike. If I do, it would have been done by now. But I really like to document this journey with you guys. Look out for that new video coming out in like the next 2 weeks, something like that. We're gonna crack open the brace this thing and see if we can actually start stopping. It's not great at that right now. But thanks for the support. Thank you for watching this video if you made it to this far into it.